Hello and welcome to glowstrung.com. This is the forward 5-beat weave tutorial. This is what the forward 5-beat weave looks like. I do apologize if it looks a little uneven or sloppy. I did just get my arm right there tattooed the other day, and it still really hurts, and doing this move it rubs on my arm, so I can't do it as well as I normally would be able to. Alright, if you do not know the forward 3-beat weave, I suggest that right now you stop this video and go back and learn that move, because this move is going to be really hard to learn without knowing that move. Alright, so we do want to talk about the 3-beat weave real quick though. You know the 3-beat weave as the hand motions. The left wrist is crossed over the right and you're on the right side of the body. And then you cross the right hand over top of the left and lead the left over to the left side of your body. And the left uncrosses and leads the right over to the right side of the body. Alright, so one hand is always leading and the other one's following. Now, that's going to change a little bit for the 5-beat weave, obviously. What happens is, the right hand, when it's on the right side of your body, the left is on top and the right's on bottom. What happens is, instead of crossing over and leading, what's going to happen is the right hand is going to start to uncross, and it's going to say, you know what, I really want to stay here, so he's just going to go limp over the left side, or over the left wrist, and he's going to want to stay there. But the left hand says, you know what, I don't want to stay here anymore, so he cocks up and pushes the right one over. Alright, and then what happens is they uncross, and the left one says, you know what, I like it over on this side of the body, so I'm going to stay here. So he goes limp over the right one, and the right one says, no, I want to go back over there, so he cocks up like this and pushes the left over. Alright, so that, I don't know if you can see it better without the glow sticks in my hand, that is the hand motion right there. You want to make sure that when you are making your wrist limp over the left one or over the right one, that you are stretching it kind of as far as you can, because what's going to be happening is it's going to be spinning 2 more times right here. So you really want to get your hand over there so the string doesn't, hit this hand, and you really want to extend this wrist because the glow stick is going to be crossing over here at the same time this is spinning over here. So that is the hand motion. You want to make sure that you learn this. Don't skip over this move, because it is very important. Alright, once you have that down, the next thing I want to talk about real quick is, you know the 3-beat weave as the right hand does 2 spins on the left and 1 on the right side of the body, just like this. Well, what's happening now with the 5-beat weave is it's still doing 2 spins on the left, but now it's going to do 3 on the right. So it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and it's the same for the left hand. It's going to do 2 spins on the left, but it's going to do 2 spins on the right, but 3 on the left. Alright? So just keep that in mind when you are learning the move. Alright, so the first thing we want to work on is, the hand motions. Alright? What you want to work on now is doing the hand motion while spinning one of your sticks. Okay? If you want, you can start out by doing the 3-beat weave, just doing the hand motions just like this, and once you get to the right side of your body and you go to cross, like you're going to cross over, this is when you just let your wrist go limp and you do your 2 extra spins, and you want to make sure that you extend your left wrist up, okay, and you do your 2 extra spins, and then push over, and you can uncross and come back over. All right, so start out doing the 3-beat weave, and right there, do 2 spins and come back over. 2 spins, and make sure that when you're doing this, you're actually pushing your right hand over with your left hand. Okay, it's going to be one important thing that you want to keep in mind. It's not the right dragging the left over, it's the left pushing the right over. Alright? Now once you have this down, okay, let me give you another view of it here. Once you have this down with one hand, you want to learn it with the other hand. And if you notice right now, I'm doing the 5-beat weave on the right side of the body, but on the left, I'm just doing the regular 3-beat weave. Alright? Because it is a lot to learn right now. It's a lot to, put together. So we're just going to learn one side at a time and then try and put it all together. I believe it'll make it a little bit easier. Hopefully you are learning the 5-beat weave soon after you've learned the 3-beat weave, because the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be to actually do this move, because your muscles are already so used to doing the motions of the 3-beat weave, it's going to be hard to break them of that motion. So, alright, once you have this down, you can do it with the right hand, and you can also do it with the left hand. Right there is where it really hurts my tattoo. I don't like that. It doesn't feel good. Alright. Once you have that down with both hands, the next thing you want to try and do is put the whole hand motions into the move while spinning one glow stick at a time. Alright, so start spinning, do the 3-beat weave, and once you get to here, do 2 spins, and then throw that wrist and make the right. You want to make sure that you're forcing the left hand over with the right hand. Alright? Okay, also, you want to keep in mind that when you are on the right side of or the left side of your body, and the right hand is pushing the left over, when this glow stick is crossing over like that, you don't want to just, lightly toss it over. You actually kind of want to throw it over as quickly as you can, because when you're doing the move, if you don't throw it over right away, as you can see, the timing is off pretty bad. But if you throw that hand over right away, the timing gets a lot better. So if you don't throw it over right away, that's kind of what happens. And then once you start to throw it over, it works a lot better. Alright, so keep that in mind. Okay, the next thing that you want to work on, once you have this whole thing down, the whole hand motions down with both hands, you can do it really well with both hands. The next thing that you want to do is drop both glow sticks, do the 3-beat weave, and whichever side you're more comfortable with doing the 5-beat weave, go with that side first. So what you want to do is do the 3-beat weave, go nice and slow, and then just do that. You're going to put your hands in the motion of the 5-beat weave and just let the glow sticks do whatever they want. Alright? And what this is going to do is this is going to get your hands and your muscles to break away from doing the 3-beat weave, because as I said earlier, your muscles are used to doing this, and it's going to be hard to break them from that habit So just spin and they should wrap up just like that, or they'll wrap up around your hands or whatever. But just make sure that you're putting your hands in the right positioning and practice it with one side at a time. And once you have that down, with the one side, move on to the next side, to the left side. When you are doing this, just be careful because they might hit you. If you have your hands far enough away from you, you should be fine. But once you have this down, okay, and this isn't too hard at all, this is really easy. But once you have this part down, then you can try and just get into the move. And again, whichever side you're more comfortable with, that's the side that you want to start with. And when you first learn this move, you're probably going to have to dodge the glow sticks. Like, you're actually probably going to have to step side to side like this. But once you, figure it out and you know how to move your hands and everything, you work out all the kinks, you won't really have to move as much.